Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing fine. Today's topic is going to be a little bit controversial simply because I want us to cover this year's autumn-winter trends, and I want to point out what are those trends that we should ignore and the ones that we should invest in. I know these sort of topics can be quite controversial simply because style is personal, and I totally agree with that. You should keep on wearing whatever it is that makes you feel good about yourself. With that out of the way, let's get on with this list. First one on the list to ignore would be this oversized leather jacket that I have seen on Zara, but not just on Zara. Previously, we could have seen these sort of oversized leather jackets all across the runway show. And what puts me off when it comes to this design of leather jacket is that it doesn't have any nice feature about it. It doesn't have any nice shape, any elegant or feminine touch to it, and that is something that I always look into the pieces I'm purchasing. So that is the main reason that makes me to say dislike this leather jacket. But with that said, I do have to admit that I totally see the practical value of this jacket. If you're living somewhere on the countryside, or not just even that, if it definitely fits your lifestyle, then go ahead, wear it. You're going to feel comfortable in a leather jacket like this. But the piece you should instead invest in would be this mango leather jacket. This leather jacket is just perfection in my opinion, simply because it is sleek, elegant, and just beautiful. I love these simple pieces because they allow me so much versatility, and a leather jacket like this that doesn't have any of those metal elements, metal chunky details, is just so perfect to style and combine with so many different style combinations. What makes this leather jacket so amazing is just the fact that I can easily dress it down, and I can easily style it for every day with any simple pair of wide leg jeans and a top, and you're ready to go. Of course, you can also style any sweaters underneath it, whatever you prefer, but you can easily dress it up. Simply because this leather jacket comes in such a simple and sleek design, you can easily wear it for a night out, and you can style it with any elegant dress. And you can be sure that this leather jacket is not going to take away the elegance that you wanted to achieve, simply because this leather jacket is elegant on its own. With that said, this leather jacket is absolutely beautiful. I will leave the link down below in case you are interested. Next on the list of the trends we should ignore would be all of those overly exaggerated studded elements. I know studs are very popular for this season, but honestly, be careful when it comes to them. So for example, here we have these studded ballet flats. If you're wearing something that is totally plain and simple, let's say something black from head to toe, ballet flats like this would be totally okay. They would accentuate your outfit. But if you want to play around with your style, if you just want to wear more versatile pieces, you would notice how these sort of ballet flats with these studded elements would bring less and less value to your wardrobe, simply because you wouldn't be able to style them. Those studded elements would just take away all the attention from your outfit, and you would notice how you would pull less and less after these sort of ballet flats. Instead, what you should invest in would be a simple and plain black ballet flats. H&M, for example, is doing amazing dupes of famous Chanel ballet flats, so you can always go after those amazing H&M black ballet flats. They will provide you much more versatility into your wardrobe. Next one on the list of the trends we should ignore would be prints. But hear me out, I of course don't mean we should ignore all prints. By all means, no. The ones we should ignore would be, for example, on Zara I've seen these printed boots. These boots look pretty comfortable by the look of it. They have the kitten heel, and you can wear boots like this for every day. But simply because they come with this loud print, I just like to see versatility of these boots. Sure, you can style them with certain amount of pieces that you have in your wardrobe, but their versatility is just on the minimum level, and that is something that puts me off when it comes to these sort of printed boots. Instead, what you should opt after would be a printed pair of pumps. A printed pair of pumps would provide you so much versatility, and for example, these ones I've also seen on Zara, and I can say that heels like this would provide you so much more versatility. You can wear heels like this with pretty much anything that we have in our wardrobe. If your wardrobe is based on all the neutrals, you can be sure that heels like this would elevate your look and always add an interest to your overall style, in comparison to those boots who are just so loud and they're literally screaming for attention, and that is what puts me off when it comes to these prints. So with that said, yes, prints are okay, but it all comes down to what pieces you're going after. So ignore printed boots, but go after printed heels. Next on the list of the trends we should ignore would be suede. But again, I don't mean that we should ignore everything suede, of course. It's just that it is such a dominant trend for this autumn season that we can see everything suede. So for example, suede pants, suede dresses, suede trench coats, suede oversized blazers, and so many different suede pieces. So I don't believe we should invest in all of the suede pieces. So for example, what we should ignore are, let's say, suede pants. I don't believe that suede pants can bring an elegance to your style, such as simple wide leg trousers. So that is definitely something I would ignore. Then you should also ignore a suede shearling jacket like this. It's like retailers know that suede is so trendy and dominant for this season, and they want to make so much money out of us. So you should know where the limit is. And this sort of suede shearling jacket, sure, like okay, it can appear cute, but why would you invest in a jacket like this when you could invest in some really nice, good quality blazer or nice quality leather jacket instead of this suede shearling jacket? I just don't see how a suede shearling jacket like this can bring a value into our wardrobe. It is just a piece that you can wear for 1-2 times, or you would wear it simply because it is trendy for this season, but then you would just keep on asking yourself why you purchased it. So at least I'm saying this because that is what I would think. But what we should invest when it comes to suede, and suede is just absolutely beautiful material, is, let's say, a beautiful, simple, creamy, beige suede clutch. A piece like that would bring so much value to your wardrobe, and it is needless to say, but it would also elevate your style. So if you're wearing everything simple from head to toe, a suede clutch would bring such a luxe touch to your style. So it is definitely worth to invest into suede purse over any suede shearling jacket or suede pants. Another trend we should ignore would be all of those too cropped blazers. And I've seen so many on Zara, I've seen so many across the runway shows, and this is something that is definitely absolutely worth ignoring. I personally fail to see what value, what purpose these too cropped blazers have to bring to our wardrobe. They simply lack any function to them. But instead, what you should invest in would be a cropped trench coat. In Zara and H&M, there are some really beautiful cropped trench coats, and you should definitely check them out, because these cropped trench coats are definitely something that is worth investing, simply because these cropped trench coats will provide us with the same amount of classiness and the chic touch to our style, just as it is with the regular trench coats. So that is something that is definitely worth to invest in. And finally, the last trend that we should ignore would be all of those overly exaggerated oversized blazers. If you notice, everything I've been saying here is ignore everything that is over-exaggerated, over-accentuated, or overly oversized. That is because I simply believe you should always look for the middle ground. And the same can be said for these oversized, oversized blazers. The one that whose sleeves are longer than your actual hands, whose shoulders would appear so much like larger than your shoulders. Like, try to avoid those oversized blazers. Instead of those overly exaggerated oversized blazers, just go for a normally oversized blazer. So yeah, I would like to finish on that note. Try to avoid, when it comes to all of the trends and everything we are being served on daily basis, try to avoid everything that is over-accentuated, over-exaggerated, or oversized. Those pieces would just over the time add less and less value to our wardrobe, and we would just end up not wearing them. With that said, that would be everything I prepared for you in this video. Please let me know down below in the comments if you agree with the list of trends we should ignore and the ones we should invest in. And yeah, I definitely plan on making more of these sort of ignore, invest sort of videos because I believe they bring a value and they have a message to send. So yeah, that will be it from me for today. Thanks all for watching and I see you all in the next one. Bye!